afternoon's donation game will feature Mount Michael and Albion. Here are the lineups. First, for the visitors, ETC leading off and playing center will be Matthew Collins. Batting second, playing second, Max Boston. Batting third and playing left, Colin Cristo. Batting fourth, shortstop, Eli Turkovich. Batting fifth, playing first, Matt Janacek. Batting sixth, pitching, Nate Burrish. Batting seventh, right fielder, Peter Gates. Batting eighth, playing third, Quinn McMahon. And batting ninth, catching, Ben Lemke. Subs are Drew Becker, Will Brewster, Charlie Janacek, Eric Capps, Brendan McMahon. Coaches are Tom Swanson, Tim Jacoby. And now for the home team, Albion. Their lineup leading off and playing second, James Spolman. Batting second, shortstop, Carson Bird. Batting third, playing center, Ryan Kramer. Batting fourth, pitching, Kyle Weiser. Batting fifth, left fielder, Sam Drake. Batting sixth, playing third, Kyle Webster. Batting seventh, the catcher, Seth Wright. Batting eighth, playing first, Trent Patesel. And batting ninth, right fielder, Austin Kaland. The sub is Devin Doodle. Coaches, Andy Bird, Todd Kramer, and Doug Wright. Everybody please rise, raise the flag in right field. We do a national anthem.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Neely Park in West Point for Day 3 of the Class B Area 3 Legion Baseball Tournament. This is an elimination game between Mount Michael and Albion. Knights are the visiting team in this contest, so Matt Collins leading things off for the Knights, the center fielder. Takes ball one. Your starting lineup for Albion. Starting pitcher today is Kyle Preister. Called strike there. Count evens at 1-1. James Fogelman will lead off for Albion, plays second base. The shortstop is Karsten Bird. In center field, Ryan Kramer. Preister, the pitcher, will bat fourth. The left fielder is Sam Grape. Third baseman Calvin Webster as Collins takes strike two. Batting seventh, the catcher Seth Wright, followed by Trent Patzel, the first baseman, and Austin Kalent, the right fielder. We'll set the Knights starting lineup when they take the field in the bottom of the first. Meanwhile, Matt Collins fouling off the 1-2 pitch. Albion did not play yesterday. They lost their opening game of the tournament, 8-0 to Arlington, as Collins grounds it to the shortstop, up throwing and in time for the out.
Collins out at first and going up. One away. Brings up Max Boston, second baseman.
Arlington and Waterloo Valley, the two teams in this Area 3 tournament that are undefeated. Everyone else has one loss, and Blair, the first team eliminated as they lost to Fort Calhoun yesterday after losing to the Knights on Friday. So Max Vossen is up. Nobody on, one out. Takes a called first strike. That one low for ball one. One ball, one strike, one out. Knights struggled offensively yesterday, only 4 hits, including a bunt single and a bloop single. Ground ball single and only one really hard hit ball as Vossen swings through strike two. Hopefully the Knights can get the bats warmed up today. Ball two, now 2-2. 85 degrees on this Sunday afternoon and very humid here in West Point. That ball outside. So a full count to Max Vossen. And that one bounces in front of the plate. Max Vossen aboard with one out.
Left fielder.
So that brings Colin Christo to the plate, starting left fielder. 1 on, 1 out. Ball one, high and outside. Colin had one of the 4 hits yesterday, a ground ball through the right side. Really need to get his back going. When Mount Michael is really rolling, Christo is usually in the midst of a hot streak, so it'd be good to get Colin rolling. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Vossen still at first base. Breaking ball in there for strike 1. Throw into first, Vossen back safely. 1 Want to welcome everyone out there watching on the YouTube Hardball channel. It's Sean McMahon alongside Justin Vossen from Neely Park in West Point, Nebraska. Day 3 of the Area 3 tournament. Winner of this tournament will earn a trip to the state tournament in Crete starting this Friday. Swing and a miss for Christo. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Max Vossen still standing at first. And called strike 3. Christo thought that one was inside, but that is the second out of the inning. So it's up to Eli Sirkovich with 2 outs. Eli starting at shortstop today with Nate Burish on the mound. Try and keep the inning alive after a 1-out walk to Max Vossen. Ball high. The catcher today is Seth Wright. Have yet to see his arm. Don't believe we'll see Vossen in a steal situation here. That ball just a bit outside. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 out. Top of the first, Albion and the Elkhorn Training Camp Knights. Winner advances to play tomorrow night. Losers, season is over. Called strike there. Looks like it's a wider zone this afternoon as the pitchers and batters adjust during these early pitches of the first inning. That one across the plate, Eli got good, solid contact, but fouls it off. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Top of the first, scoreless. Albion is the number 5 seed in this 7-team tournament. The Knights are the 2nd seed. West Point, the top seed, lost their opener last night against Arlington. Arlington, the 4 seed, and Waterloo Valley, the 3 seed, currently both 2-0. That ball outside as Eli works the count full. So Max Vossen will get a running head start here. And that ball is outside as Sirkovich draws a base on balls.
Sirkovich draws a walk, brings up Matt Janacek, first baseman.
So 2 aboard for the first baseman, Matt Janacek. Matt was 0 for 2 last night. Had a hit in the opener against Blair. First pitch swinging back to the screen. Love to see Matt come up with a base hit here. Get the Knights off to a good start here. Vossen at second, Sirkovich at first. 2 down, 0-1 the count. Matt pitching, Matt swinging rather. Down in the hole, 0-2. Preister with 24 pitches in this first inning, trying to get out of a 2-out, 2 base runner jam against Matt Janacek. Matt fouls that one off too.
Fouls it out play, third base side.
I don't know that Preister wanted that one as far off the plate as it was. Good look for Janny. Curveball grounded to right, and the first baseman is there to record the easy out. So Mount Michael in the top of the first, no runs on no hits. There were no errors and 2 left on base. We head to the bottom of the first, scoreless between the Knights and Albion.
No score. Pitches for Preister, 26.
So the Knights are on defense for the first time today. Nate Burrish will get the start at pitcher. Running down the defense for you, Ben Rempe with his usual start behind the plate. Matt Janicek starting at first. Brendan McMahon sitting after pitching yesterday. Max Vossen the starter at second. Eli Sirkovich moves over from his traditional third base position into the shortstop slot. That puts Quinn McMahon at third. Your outfielders, Colin Christo in left, Matt Collins in center, and Peter Gates seeing his first action in this area tournament. He'll start in right field. Albion will go with Fogelman, Bird, and Kramer due up here in this bottom of the first.
Albion, bottom of the first. Second baseman, James Fogelman.
Albion is a combined team. They draw kids obviously from Albion, but also Newman Grove, Petersburg, and Lindsay. So 4 small schools combining to field this Legion team as Burrish starts off with ball 1. Nate had a solid outing last weekend in the Springfield tournament through a complete game against Wahoo. I know Tom Swanson and Tim Jacoby would love to see Burrish with a similar type outing today. But the first 3 pitches are all balls, so Burrish is going to have to work his way back here. In the first 2 games of this tournament, bugaboo for the Knights has been allowing the leadoff runner on. The vast majority of innings played have resulted in what we just see here. A leadoff walk for Fogelman.
Brings up Karsten Bird, shortstop.
Brings up the shortstop, Karsten Bird. Knights have been working out of trouble, seems like almost every inning in this tournament. See if we can get a ground ball on turn 2. Fogelman with a generous lead off first base. Ball in the dirt. Rempe with the stop. Fogelman stays at first base. See how early Andy Bird's Albion team tries to test the throwing arm of Ben Rempe. 1 ball, no strikes to Karsten Bird. Breaking ball in for a strike. Knights had their 6-game winning streak broken yesterday in a loss to Waterloo Valley. Trying to get back on the winning track here and reel off another winning streak to propel them to Crete in the Class B state tournament. That ball gets behind Rempe, so Fogelman Advances to second, still no out. Two balls, one strike, nobody out. James Fogelman at second base after a leadoff walk. Nate trying to work his way back here. Batter shows bunt. That ball was foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes, so Bird will be swinging now as opposed to flashing bunt, I would imagine. That ball grounded foul to the right side. Count remains 2-2. Nobody out. Runner on second base. Scoreless bottom 1. That ball low. So a full count to Bird. Knights looking for out number 1 in this bottom of the first inning. And that ball is not only outside but wild, and it allows Fogelman to trot into third base. So an auspicious start for the Knights here in the bottom of the first.
Bird draws a walk, brings up Ryan Kramer, center fielder.
Now batting the center fielder, number 13, Ryan Kramer. Runners on the corners, nobody out. And there is no room for any sort of, that is a bunt to the right side. Nate Burish, the scoop, and drop by Janacek. That allows the first run of the game to score and an error on the first baseman. Really nice play by Burish there as he got to the ball, scooped it with his glove. It was on target, but Janacek unable to squeeze it. So still nobody out. Bird on second, Kramer on third. Brings the pitcher Preister to the plate. Already a 1-0 game, and we already see action in the Mount Michael bullpen. Eric Capps getting up and throwing. Got to win this game to extend your season, so there'll be a short hook on the starting pitching today. 1 ball, 1 strike to Preister. No hits in this first inning, but a run already plated. Preister gets the bunt down, and Burish elects to go to third base, and it's not in time for the force out. And that's another mistake. Won't go down in the books as an error, but Burish could have got the out at first base. Instead, it's bases loaded, nobody out. Now batting Sam Grape, the left fielder. And trouble brewing for the Knights here early in this elimination game. Grape swinging, fouls it back. One ball, 1 strike, still nobody out. Ball 2 called. That ball outside runs the count to 3-1. Bases loaded, nobody out, 1-0 the score. No hits in this first inning, but one run already across. And Albion looking to break it open with a crooked number here. Called strike 2, runs the count full. And that is ball.
Brings up Webster, third baseman.
Third walk of the afternoon, and Tom Swanson will come out to have a discussion with his junior pitcher. And Nate will stay in the game. Hopefully he can fight through this, limit the damage. Knights have only scored 2 runs in 2 games, so need to get some offensive production here as Preister, the pitcher, comes out for a courtesy runner. Devin Little enters the ball game. Burrish pitch count up to 21. Bases loaded, and Calvin Webster, the third baseman, at the plate. That ball in the dirt, ball 1. And ball 2. Get the sense a walk here might be the end of the day for Burrish. Ground ball would help, force out maybe a double play. And that ball is in for a strike. Hard line drive is a single, and that will score 1. Ball over the cutoff man, but Burrish is there. And another run is in.
Brings up Seth Wright, catcher.
That's the first hit of the game for either team. Bases still loaded, still nobody out. Seth Wright, the catcher, at the plate now, the 7-hole hitter. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Runner coming home, Rempe to Burrish, and the tag is in time.
The guy coming home is tagged out for the first half.
Little hesitated coming home, and it was Rempe to Burrish. The Knights finally record their first out, but the other runners advance to second and third. Grape at third, Webster now at second, and Seth Wright with a 1-0 count. Bunt to the pitcher coming home, and another out recorded. No, called safe. Looked like the Knights had another out at home plate, but the umpire rules it safe, and that is the 4th run of the game as Grape comes in to score on the bunt, and Wright is safe at first. Second time this inning, a fielder's choice. No hit, but runner is safe. Runner down to second, throw down to second, and that allows another run to come home. Knights looking disorganized in this first inning. Webster comes in. Now 5-0. Only 1 hit in the inning. Sole runner now on second base is Wright, with Trent Paetzel at the dish. This is not how the Knights wanted to dial up the start of the game here. Down 5-0, 30 pitches in. And that is called strike 3.
On number 2, brings up Austin Kaling.
2 down, the right fielder Austin Kalent, the number 9 hitter for Albion, up. As Albion looks to bat around in the bottom of the first. One ball, 1 strike, 2 out, 1 runner on, 5 runs in. Knights have committed 2 errors, have only given up 1 hit. Swinging strike 2. Knights are going to have to get their hitting in order here very quickly, or it's going to be a quick finish to the year. Runner going to third, throw not in time. Ball was in the dirt. Wright took advantage, and Seth Wright now standing on third base. Full count to the number 9 hitter, 3-2, 2 out. Runner on third, 5-0 the score. Foul ball. Count remains full. And that's yet another walk as Kalent reaches on the 4th walk of this first inning. And Albion has batted around. James Fogelman back up after the leadoff walk started it all. That ball in for a strike. 0-1 the count. 2 down, runners on the corners. Have every reason to expect Kalent to be running here. Last time runners on the corner, Rempe went down to second, allowed the run to score from third.
Fouls now playing third base side. Bring all balls back to the main gate.
That ball fouled off, so 0-2 the count. If there was any thought that the number 5 seed would be coming in here intimidated, that is obviously not the case. Ball in the dirt, 1-2. Runner trots down to second base. Kalent now standing on second, Wright on third. Another foul ball. Another foul ball, still 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The Knights have been so good this year against good competition. Were run ruled 10-0 yesterday for the first time all season. Now in a 5-0 hole. Bad time to slump here at the postseason tournament as the count evens at 2-2. Burrish with 44 pitches in this first inning. That one outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. That ball popped up to center field, and Matt Collins is there to catch it. But a very rough start for Mount Michael in the bottom of the first. 5 runs on only 1 hit. There were 2 errors and 2 left on base. The Mount Michael Knights are going to have a long way back here, down 5-0 after 1 inning.
Albion leads 5-0. pitch is called for Burrish, 48.
That's not one, right? So we head to the top of the second inning, due up for the Knights, Burrish, Gates, and Quinn McMahon. Mount Michael scored 2 runs in their opening win against Blair, a tight 2-1 affair. Shutout yesterday. Going to have to find their offense here to climb their way back from a 5-run deficit. And a good swing by Burrish, and Nate singles on the first pitch of the second inning. That's got to feel good for Nate after a tough first inning on the mound. Brings up Peter Gates, the right fielder, with his first at-bat here at the area tournament. First ball swinging, foul. Tom Swanson with the play down there. Couldn't get the bare hand on it. Peter down 0-1 in the count. Breaking ball outside. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out. Burrish with a leadoff single. First hit of the game for Mount Michael. Knights need to string together some hits and walks here. And Gates fouls it off. Out of play. Down in the count 1-2. That one up the middle, back to Preister. Preister's second base, and the double play is in time. A 1-6-3 double play. And after a leadoff single, 2 down now for the third baseman, Quinn McMahon. Want to wish Quinn a happy birthday. Turned 18 today. See if you can celebrate with a hit here. Don't be surprised if this is his first and last plate appearance. If Burrish is removed from the game, I would imagine he'll go back to shortstop, and Sirkovich will move over to third, where Quinn is currently sitting. 1 ball, 1 strike. That ball out to the shortstop, gloves it, and in time. And the Knights go 1-2-3 in the top of the second. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. After 1.5, Albion retains the 5-0 lead.
Pitches for Preister, 34. Coming to pitch for Mount Michael, Eric Caps, now pitching.
And as we just talked about, Nate Burrish is out of the game after 1 inning pitched. Eric Caps coming on in relief. So Burish moves over to shortstop. Eli Sirkovich shifts over to third, and Quinn McMahon is out of the game. Eric Capps making his first pitching appearance in a couple of weeks. Had a bit of a hyperextended elbow or arm issue suffered in the Kearney tournament. Sat out for a couple of weeks and now seeing his first action on the mound. Hopefully Eric can settle things down for Mount Michael and the Knights can climb back in this game.
Leading off for Albion, bottom second, will be Karsten Bird, shortstop.
So leading off for Albion, the shortstop, Karsten Bird. Bird walked in that first inning. Part of back-to-back walks to start the game. He came around to score the second run of that 5-run frame. Capps induces the foul ball. No ball, 1 strikes. Knights are 32-16 on the year. Have really played well this summer, but have not played their best baseball in West Point, at least not to this juncture. 0-2 the count. This game is early, though. Bottom of the second inning. Plenty of time to get back in the game. Just need to get some outs and get the bats rolling. And that pitch a bit outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out to the shortstop, Bird. And he strokes it out to center field. Collins there for out number 1.
First out. Brings up Ryan Kramer, center fielder.
Brings up the center fielder, Ryan Kramer. Kramer reached on an error, was bunting in that first inning. Burish fielded the ball, scooped it over to first base, but Matt Janacek unable to hold on to the ball. And that was just the beginning of a treacherous first inning for the Knights. This is on the heels of a 6th inning against Waterloo Valley, where the Knights gave up 9 runs. Let's hope they've got it out of their system here and can settle in. Ground ball, Burish there, gloves it. Throw is in the dirt, but Janacek has it. Nice scoop by Matt. 2 down.
2 away. Brings up Kyle Preister with 2 down.
Brings up the pitcher, Preister. Preister reached on a fielder's choice. He was also bunting in that first inning. Burish fielded it, and instead of taking the out at first, tried to get the force at third. Throw was late, and everyone was safe. Part of that unlucky 5-run first inning as Capps works ahead with a strike. Eric looking good so far. 7 pitches, 2 outs. 0-1 to the pitcher, Preister. That one chopped over the mound. Burish has it, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. That's more like it. 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We'll take a quick break and be back with the top of the 3rd.
Pitches thrown for Capps, 8.
Welcome back to Neely Park in West Point. We head to the 3rd inning. Albion on top 5-0. Knights throughout this summer Legion season were more likely to jump out to the early lead and then hold on. Played a lot of close games. It was a close game yesterday against Waterloo Valley for 5 innings until the Wingnuts broke it open in the 6th inning and route to a 10-0 lead. Knocked the Knights to the losers bracket, and now Mount Michael fighting for their lives, down 5-0 in the top of the 3rd as Ben Rempe starts off the action. First plate appearance for Ben. Rempe ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Rempe had one of the 4 hits for the Knights yesterday. A blooper over first base, got in there. Preister gets the called first strike, 2-1. Ben swinging at that one, foul territory. First baseman has room, and he will make the catch. Paetzel gets the first out of the inning.
Brings up Collins, center fielder.
Knights return to the top of the order with Matt Collins. He started the game with a ground out to short, 0 for 1 on the day. Ball 1 high. That ball also high, 2-0. Good swing by Collins, but straight to the center fielder. And that's a line out for out number 2.
Brings up Boston, second baseman.
So Max Vossen will try to get things started here with a 2-out base hit. After a 25-pitch first inning for Preister, he's settled down here in the 2nd and 3rd. Now up to 42 pitches as Vossen takes ball 1. Second pitch swinging, that one into short right field, and the second baseman is there for the catch. And the Knights go in order. 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. After 2.5, still 5-0 Albion.
Pitches thrown for Preister, 43.
Bottom of the 3rd now, Eric Capps on for his 2nd inning of work. He will face Grape Webster and right. This is the left fielder, Sam Grape. Walked in the 1st inning, came around to score the 4th run of the game. Officially 0 for 0. That ball outside. There were 4 walks in that first inning, 4 walks and 1 hit and 2 errors. And that is how the Knights got down quickly, 5-0, as Matt Collins runs underneath the pop fly. Leadoff batter is out.
Brings up Webster, third baseman.
Good to see the last 2 innings. The leadoff hitter has been retired. It's been the Knights' bugaboo this entire tournament. Eric Capps has settled things down, at least to this date. Has 4 outs on 10 pitches. Second batter of this inning is Calvin Webster, the third baseman. He has the only hit of the day for Albion. This one sprayed out to right field. Gates and Janacek in pursuit, but falls in there, foul. Both these teams have only combined for 2 hits, 1 hit on each side, but the scoreboard dramatically different. 5-0 Albion on top of the Knights. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Webster. Ball high, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, top 3. Now 87 degrees in West Point. Slight breeze. Ball hit hard to shortstop, but Burish is there. Guns down the runner.
Right, grounds out for the second out. Brings up.
So 2 down for the catcher, Seth Wright.
Seth Wright, the catcher.
First pitch fouled.
Fouls now play.
Second ball fouled. So Caps ahead 0-2 with 2 down here in this bottom of the third. Albion has only played 1 game in this tournament, Mount Michael playing their 3rd. That was just how the draw came out. Albion lost the first game but had a bye in the consolation bracket, so able to throw their number 2 pitcher while the Knights were into the 3 slot. That ball high, 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Good to see Eric Capps feeling healthy, throwing the ball well after sitting out for a couple of weeks. And a swing and the miss. Eric Capps with the strikeout. Retires the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, no runs. No hits, no errors, and nobody left. After 3 complete, Albion 5, Mount Michael 0.
Pitches going for Caps, 21.
Due up for the Knights in the fourth, Christo, Sirkovich, and Janicek. Heart of the order. And Kyle Preister still on the mound, a one-hitter through 3 innings. He's up over 40 pitches.
Leading off from Mount Michael, top of the fourth, will be Christo, left fielder, leading off.
So Christo, the leadoff hitter, takes the first pitch for a strike. Second pitch fouled off. So Christo in a hole 0-2. Christo, one of 5 seniors on this team. Desperately hoping this isn't the last game of their careers. Ball high, now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Timeout on the field as a ball got away in right field. It's collected, so Preister will get set here to Collin. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no out. And a swing and a miss. Collin 0 for 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts. 1 down for the third baseman, Eli Sirkovich. Eli walked in his first plate appearance. Sirkovich is one of 2 players on Mount Michael who has been playing in the varsity lineup regularly since his sophomore year. Matt Collins the other. Eli pitched a solid 5 innings in the opener. Exited the game after 80 pitches in the hope of being able to come back later in the tournament. For that to happen, the Knights are going to have to come up with at least 5 runs. Two balls, no strikes. Beg your pardon, 3 balls, no strikes to the senior third baseman, heading to Northeast Community College here in a few weeks to continue his baseball career. And Eli draws his second walk.
Draws a walk, brings up Janicek, first baseman.
So 1 on for the first baseman, Matt Janicek. Matt grounded out to first in his first plate appearance. Runner back at first, safe. Matt swung it really well last weekend in the Springfield tournament. Great to see him get a hold of a ball. Swing and a miss. No balls, 1 strike. That ball in the dirt, but Eli holding it first. If you're just joining us, the Knights down 5-0, top of the 4th. Gave up 5 runs in the opening frame. 4 walks, 1 hit, 2 errors. Led to a disastrous start, and now a big hole to climb back from, down 5-0 to the 5-seed Albion. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Janicek at the plate. Twin brother Charlie out of action after being hit by a pitch against Roncalli a week ago. And that ball is shot up behind home plate. Catcher has a beat on it, but it falls. And Matt gets another chance.
Fouls are back. Counts 1 and 2.
Seth Wright looked like he was underneath it, but drifted on him. So 1 ball, 2 strikes the count, and a second chance for Janacek. Brother Will Janacek graduated last year, but he's been in the program this summer as a coach of the reserve team. That ball is fouled away. The Mount Michael Reserves won the Class C state tournament. Congratulations to all those freshmen and incoming freshmen taking home a trophy down at Brown Park earlier this summer, about a week or 2 weeks ago. And that one was close. Eli going in, standing up. Albion crowd wanted that second out called. Eli clapping in response. Another foul ball as Janacek is fighting to stay alive here, still down 1-2. Close again, but Sirkovich safe at first again. A little gamesmanship here between Preister and Sirkovich. Matt with another foul ball. I believe that's his 4th foul ball of this at-bat. Hanging tough, down 1-2, 1 out. Sirkovich at first. Knights trying to get on the board for the first time since the opener on Friday night. Curveball grounded out to second base, could be 2. Out at second, but Janacek beats the throw to first, so a fielder's choice.
For Janacek. 2 in. Brings up Nate Burish.
So 2 down for Nate Burish. Nate has the only hit of the day for Mount Michael. Singled in the second. Was cut down as part of a double play. So 2 outs, runner on first. Burish takes ball 1. Count 2-0. Nate swinging at the 2-0, and this one is caught by the center fielder. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. The Knights are running out of innings as we're through 3.5 now. Albion 5, the ETC Knights 0.
No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. For 3.5, score remains 5-0. pitches for Preister, 60. Leading off for Albion, bottom of the fourth, will be the first baseman, Trent Paetzel.
We head to the bottom of the fourth. Eric Capps out for his third inning of work. We'll start the action against Trent Paetzel, the first baseman. Paetzel struck out looking in the first, 0 for 1. Swings and misses, 0-1. Fouled off for strike 2. Once again, this is an elimination game between the 2 seed and the 5 seed. Winner advances to play tomorrow night at 7:30. This one out to left field. Colin Christo there.
Brings up Austin Kaelin, right fielder.
The winner of this game scheduled to face the winner of the Arlington-Waterloo Valley game that'll be played tonight at 7:30. Knights came in with the 2 seed overall. Felt pretty confident with a 30-plus win ledger. Had played good baseball against solid competition. And they have faced salty opposition here in West Point. 1 ball, 1 strike to the right fielder, Austin Kaelin. Kaelin walked in the first as part of that 5-run first where Albion sent 10 batters to the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. Now 3 balls, 1 strike. Capps has set down 6 straight batters, but the 7th is aboard with a leadoff walk, or not a leadoff walk, I beg your pardon, a 1-out walk for Kaelin.
Brings up Fogelman, the second baseman.
So Albion returns to the top of the order. Second baseman James Fogelman. Fogelman 0 for 1 on the day, walked and scored in the first, flew out to center in the second. First ball outside.
Fouls down play. Behind the grandstand.
Foul ball evens the count 1-1. One out, runner on first is Austin Kaelin. Breaking ball hit down the right field line for a base hit. Runner will advance to third, so runners on the corners with 1 out. Only the second hit of the day for Albion. First hit surrendered by Capps. But that puts Kaelin on third base. And Albion threatening again here in the bottom of the fourth. The batter is Karsten Bird. Bird walked in the first, lined out to center field in the second. First pitch in for a strike. That ball through the right side for a single, and another run is in. Now 6-0 Albion.
Base hit for Bird. On the play, the run scores. Brings up Kramer.
Back-to-back hits for Albion. Drives in Kalent for the sixth run of the game. That is only the third hit of the game, but the sixth run scored as Ryan Kramer comes to the plate, the center fielder. Officially 0 for 1 on the day, reached via error in the first, grounded out to short in the second. Now looking to extend this inning here, takes a strike there. 0-2, 1 down, 2 on. 6-0, bottom of the fourth. That pitch just a tad outside. Kramer gets
1-2 on Kramer.
a piece of that pitch. Count remains 1-2. Another hard hit ball. And runner is forced out at second, but the late throw, runner safe at first.
For Kramer, 2 outs. And 2 on, brings up Kyle Pleister, pitcher.
So Kramer aboard on the fielder's choice, 4-6. Fogelman advances to third, 2 out for the pitcher, Preister. First pitch swinging, out of play.
Ball's out playing right side.
Kramer was running on the play. He'll need to go back to first base. Preister reached on a fielder's choice in the first, grounded out to short in the second. Throw to first, runner back. Called strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. 2 on, 6-0, bottom 4. Preister just gets a little piece of that on the breaking ball. Count remains 0-2. And a swing and a miss as Caps strands 2 runners, but not before Albion tacks on another run. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. We head to the 5th inning with Albion extending the lead 6-0.
Pitches for Caps are 45.
So we head to the top of the fifth here at Neely Park in West Point, day 3 of the Area 3 Legion Baseball Tournament. Due up for the Knights, Gates, Eric Capps, and Ben Rempe, 7, 8, 9 in the order. Knights have 9 outs, need to come up with at least 6 runs to keep their season alive. Gates takes ball 1. Peter grounded into a double play in the second inning, 0 for 1. Ball 2. Knights trying to create some momentum. You hear the dugout over on that third base line trying to encourage Gates as he runs the count to 3-0. ETC needs base runners. Leadoff walk would help. And he gets it. 4 straight pitches to Gates, and he's aboard with a leadoff walk.
Gates draws a walk. Brings up Capps, pitcher.
So Eric Capps walks to the plate. This is his first plate appearance after coming into the game in relief of Nate Burrish. Nobody out. Peter Gates on first. Knights hoping to get on the board for the first time since the tournament opener. Capps takes ball 1. And that's ball 2. Only 1 hit today for Mount Michael. A single by Nate Burrish in the second inning. And Andy Bird comes out to talk to the pitcher, Preister. Preister at 66 pitches. Sure, part of that message was, we've got a 6-run lead, let's just throw strikes. Not make it any easier on Mount Michael than necessary, particularly here at the bottom of the order, 8-9. And that's ball 3. 7 straight balls, I beg your pardon, to start the 5th inning here for Mount Michael. And that one looked low, but called a strike. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Capps. See if the Knights can get 2 on here with nobody out. And Ben Rempe on deck. And that one inside as Capps struts down to first base. 2 on for the Knights for the first time since the opening frame. And a pinch hitter for Rempe. We're going to see Drew Becker in his first ever varsity plate appearance. Becker, part of the juniors for the majority of the year here. Called up for the postseason alongside Will Brewster and Rocco Zimmerman. So Brewster pinch hitting. I imagine we'll see Rempe re-enter the game as the catcher, but let's see if Becker can keep this inning alive. 2 on, nobody out. And that ball is high. So Preister struggling to find the strike zone in this 5th inning. Matt Collins waiting on deck. Swing and a miss for Becker. One ball, one strike still, nobody out. And Becker swings through strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Be good to see Becker make some contact here and at least move the runners to 2nd and 3rd. 1 ball, 2 strike, nobody out. That pitch outside evens the count at 2-2. Becker, the starting center fielder for the junior team, candidate to take over that position with Matt Collins graduating. And that ball shot up, foul.
Foul playing right side.
Becker timing it up here, 2 balls, 2 strikes. First ever varsity plate appearance. And that ball clips him on the arm, and on a 2-2 count, Becker hit by the pitch, and the bases are loaded with nobody out.
Collins, center fielder.
Matt Collins 0 for 2 on the day, grounded to short in the 1st, lined out to center in the 3rd. He is due. The Knights need runs, I should say. Down 6-0 here. Only 9 outs remaining in the game. They need at least 6. Have to capitalize here with the bases loaded and nobody out. And Matt shoots it out to right field. Should be caught and is, but that will be a sacrifice fly. Gates comes home with the first run in 2 days.
6-1 your score, brings up Vossen, second baseman.
So Collins flies out to right field. Sacrifice fly scores Gates. The score now 6-1. 1 down for the second baseman, Max Vossen. Vossen 0 for 1, walked in the 1st. Flied out to second base. Gets good wood there, but is foul down the left field line. Should say got good aluminum there. Be good to see Max make solid contact here. He's due. Becker at first, Caps at 3rd. 1 down, 6-1 the score. Ball high, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Still only 1 hit on the day for the Knights. Breaking ball in for a strike. And Vossen down on strikes. Big pitch by Preister.
Brings up Cristo with 2 down.
So Knights load the bases with nobody out with their 7, 8, 9 hitters. 2 quick outs at the top, 1 run in, 2 on for Colin Cristo. Colin with 2 strikeouts on the day. He is also due. First pitch outside, 1-0. Big swing by Christo. Evens the count 1-1. Caps at third. Drew Becker at first. Becker running on the play. Ball is high. Becker slides in safely. So 2 runners in scoring position for Christo with 2 outs. 2 balls, 1 strike. Need a big hit from Christo here. That ball called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Here in the top of the 5th, 1 run in, 2 runners in scoring position. And that ball got away from Preister, almost over the catcher's head. Good play by Seth right there to glove it. Would have scored Caps from third. So a full count, 3-2, 2 outs. Preister versus the number 3 hitter, Christo, and he gets the strikeout. So in that frame, 1 run on no hits or no errors and 2 left on base. Back-to-back strikeouts and the top of the 5th. The Knights are on the board though, 6-1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th.
Pitches thrown to Preister, 87.
New pitcher in for the Knights here as we head to the bottom of the 5th, Max Vossen. Vossen with the save in Friday night's victory over Blair, but down 6-1. No reason not to pull out all the stops here. As Vossen moves over from second base, Quinn McMahon reinserted at second base.
Max Vossen now pitching.
Quinn started the game at third, came out when Burish was relieved by Caps. Now Caps out of the game, McMahon reinserted at second base. Due up for Albion here in the 5th, Grape, Webster, and Wright. Sam Grape, 0 for 1 on the day, walked and scored in the 1st, flew out to Collins in center in the 3rd. Takes the first pitch for a strike. That ball stroked out to left field, but Christo is there to make the catch. Ball hit hard by Grape, but out number 1.
Now batting will be Webster.
Brings up Calvin Webster, the 3rd baseman. He's also 0 for 1 on the day. I beg your pardon, 1 for 1 on the day. Singled in the 1st and scored. Grounded out to shortstop in the 3rd. Takes ball 1. Change up in for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 6-1, bottom of the 5th. Knights trying to fight back here with only 6 outs left to extend their season. Count even at 2-2. Grounded to first, Matt Janicek there, and he runs to the bag. 2 quick outs for Vossen here in the 5th.
Webster's out at first.
Brings up the catcher, Seth Wright. Wright reached on a fielder's choice in the first, struck out in the 3rd. First pitch a bit high. Looking ahead to the 9th and the 6th, will be Sirkovich, Janicek, and Burish due up. As Max evens the count 1-1. That one inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. That one a tad low. Count is full. And the ball is just foul. Matt Janicek almost caught it. Count remains full, 3-2. Weak contact, but a tough play for Eli. He's got it. Nice strong throw as Vossen goes 3 up, 3 down in the 5th. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We head to the 6th inning. Knights need some runs, down 6-1.
1, 2, 3 for Albion in the bottom of the 5th. Score remains 6-1.
We're back at Neely Park in West Point for day 3 of the Area 3 Legion Baseball Tournament. The Knights down 5 as we head to the 6th inning. Have only been able to put 1 hit on the board. 1 hit and 1 run. Albion on the other side of the ledger, only 3 hits, but have strung together some walks, thanks to a couple errors, have manufactured 6 runs. So 6-1 the score as we head to the 6th inning. The winner of this game advances to play tomorrow night, the winner of the Arlington-Waterloo Valley game. The loser is eliminated. Has been such a good summer for Mount Michael. 32 wins. Beaten a number of Class A programs, just coming off a win at the Springfield tournament last weekend. Had a 6-game winning streak heading into this tournament, but their offense has gone cold. You got to wonder if that time off after winning the Springfield tournament on Sunday and having 4 days off, the Knights lost a little bit of mojo as Sirkovich leads off the 6th inning with 2 straight balls. Eli 0 for 0 on the day, 2 walks. Was cut down on a fielder's choice in the 4th. Walked and stranded in the 1st. Now 3 balls, no strikes. And Eli with his 3rd walk of the day.
Sirkovich is a batter, he draws a walk. Brings up Janicek. First baseman.
Matt 0 for 2 on the day. And that is going to be the end of the day for Preister. After 91 pitches, he will be relieved by, I believe it's the first baseman. Nope, I beg your pardon, some defensive switches here. We'll try and get a beat on it. Number 40, Trent Paetzel, goes from first to third base. Preister will move over to first.
Paetzel moves to third, and Preister playing first.
So Preister now at first base, and it's the shortstop Karsten Bird coming in to pitch. And I don't have a number yet on the new shortstop. Anyway, the defensive lineup goes here. The Knights are going to have to find some open green grass, down 5 runs here in the 6th. Sirkovich aboard with the walk. Janicek now at the plate. Burish on deck. Gates in the hole. Can't confirm, but Karsten Bird, potentially the son of head coach Andy Bird. But after 91 pitches, Preister is out after giving up only 1 hit to Nate Burish, 1 run. And let's see if a new look gives new life to the Knights. Matt Janicek looking to get on here with nobody out and 1 aboard, and Eli. First pitch ball. Matt fouls it back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball 2. I do believe the third baseman Calvin Webster shifts over to short. 2 balls, 1 strike, nobody out. Sirkovich leading off of first. And this one shot up in the air. Another foul ball, or actually it drifts back in fair territory, and Bird catches it for out number 1.
Brings up Nate Burish with 1 out.
So Burish strides to the plate, has the only hit on the day for Mount Michael. 1 for 2 on the day, singled in the 2nd, lined out to center field in the 4th. The Knights' bats have been quiet all weekend here in West Point. Burish shoots that one up, and that will also be playable as Preister catches it in foul territory. So 2 down for the right fielder, Peter Gates, as Mount Michael stretches into the bottom half of their order. Gates walked in his last plate appearance. 0 for 1 on the day, grounded into a double play in the 2nd. Starts off strike 1. And Gates with a fly ball out to left field, should be playable and caught. And after a leadoff walk, 3 consecutive outs for the Knights as they go quietly in the 6th. no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. That's now 6 runners stranded, and the Knights running out of chances, down 6-1. Welcome back to Neely Park, bottom 6, Albion 6, Mount Michael 1. Quick thank you to Mike Alessandro and everyone at Elkhorn Training Camp for their ongoing sponsorship of our Legion program. Appreciate all that they do to help us out through the spring and summer seasons.
First guy for Albion in bottom 6, Pitzel leading off.
The Knights are in trouble here. Bottom 6 down 5 runs. Trent Pitzel, the leadoff batter, now playing third base. 0 for 2 on the day. Struck out looking in the first, flew out in the fourth. Max Vossen working his second inning. And Eli airmails it, but good thing Matt Janacek is all of 6'3", because he was able to sky, get it, and touchdown for out number 1.
Brings up Kalen, the right fielder.
One down for the right fielder, Austin Kalent. Kalent 0 for 0 on the day, 2 walks. Stranded in the first. Scored the 6th run of the game in the 4th. Starts out 1-0 against Vossen. That ball shot back. Rempe chasing it down, but it's foul. The Knights 3 outs away here. Looking ahead to the 7th inning, Quinn McMahon due up, followed by Ben Rempe. Strike call. And Collins, the leadoff hitter. Ball high, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Ball foul, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Knights have picked a bad time to go into a bit of a slump. When you look at these 3 games, it's really boiled down to 2 innings. Got a close win in the opener against Blair, 2-1. Nice pitch by Vossen there. Changeup for strike 3. But got out of that first game with a 2-1 victory. Didn't play particularly well, but pitched it well. And then yesterday, a tight game in the 6th inning until 9 runs came across the plate. And then today, the opening frame where 5 runs scored on only 1 hit. Take away those 2 innings, and it's an entirely different tournament, but the Knights offense has gone quiet here in West Point. Swinging foul ball. After that tough opening frame for Nate Burrish, Eric Capps and Max Vossen have come on to quiet things down. Only 1 run scored since that first inning. Fly ball here out to left field. And Burrish is out there to catch it. 3 up, 3 down for Albion in the 6th. We head to the final frame. The Knights have 3 outs to score 5 or more runs. 6-1 the score as we get down to the end here at Neely Park. So we are into the 7th inning. Karsten Bird on for his 2nd inning of action for Albion, trying to nail down the win with a 5-run cushion. Looks like senior Brennan McMahon will pinch hit here, but not before Quinn McMahon comes to the plate. Quinn 0 for 1 on the day, grounded out too short in the 2nd inning. Headed to the bench when Burish was relieved by Caps, reinserted when Vossen came in to pitch. So now playing second base and getting his 2nd at-bat of the day.
McMahon, pinch hitting.
Once again, happy birthday to Quinn. 18 years old today, alongside his twin brother Ryan, who's also here in attendance at Neely Park. Need base runners here against Bird. First pitch swinging, fouled back. Still only 1 hit on the day for Mount Michael. Curveball in for strike 2. Quinn in the hole, 0-2. And another big breaking ball as McMahon goes down on strikes. Quinn, one of 5 seniors. Brendan McMahon, also a graduated senior. Starting pitcher in yesterday's game, pinch hitting here for Ben Rempe as Tom Swatson tries to get in his senior players. All will have played in this, what appears to be the final game of their careers at Mount Michael. Other seniors, Matt Collins, Eli Sirkovich, and Colin Christo. Each moving on to college in the fall. Sirkovich, the only one who will extend his baseball career.
We have no score at the moment.
Brennan McMahon headed off to Gonzaga. Quinn McMahon to TCU. Matt Collins, UNO. Christo will go to Kansas. And Eli to Northeast Community College. One ball, 2 strikes to Brennan.
Counts 1 and 2. 2 and 1.
And that ball will stay fair. Ground ball to the first baseman, Preister, and the Knights are down to their final out. So Matt Collins will come to the plate.
With 2 outs.
6-1 the score. It's looking more and more like the Knights season will end on this steamy Sunday afternoon in West Point. First pitch in for a ball. Scoreboard has temporarily lost power. 6-1 the score, 1-0 the count. This ball shot up, and this could be the final out of the Knights season. Collins pops out, and that is your final score. Albion 6, Mount Michael Elkhorn Training Camp 1, and a disappointing postseason tournament for the Knights, but a great season overall as they finished 32-17 on the year, 1-2 in this area tournament. I want to thank all of our supporters at Mount Michael for tuning in over the course of the year. Hope you enjoyed a great summer of baseball. Thank you to the seniors and their families. Hopefully the Knights will come back strong in 2022. Have a great weekend, everyone. We'll see you down the road.